You make it down, Karen? There you are.
I ran the whole way, Mike.
Good.
Um, there's a saying that defense wins championships. Your team had 6 sacks of Justin Herbert and pretty much made his life miserable. How well did you think they played tonight?
Well, I thought they played extremely well. I thought they were committed to stopping the run. I thought they were, the sudden change was critical. It was a very good defense that we were playing, and we turned the ball over far too many times. But what our defense was able to do early in that game, in the red zone, inside the 5-yard line or inside the 9-yard line, was, I think, really set the tone for them for the rest of the game. And could have been better. We had a lot of scrambles, and we knew that. And again, trying to rush and trying to make sure that those scramble lanes aren't there. Secondary did a fantastic job with the play extensions and making sure that those plays didn't get loose, and I'm just really proud of everybody.
Mike, how proud were you to see the effort and the finish towards the end of your defense? Obviously, they could smell blood. Milt Williams doing what he does to finish it off. And speaking of blood, how's your lip, and what's that like?
Well, we talked to him about being willing to spill some blood out there, and that the big dogs come out in January. And I think Milt took that to heart, in the way that he played the game and the way he finished the game. And he came over and, got me pretty good. But, that's what happens.
Mike, congrats on the win. Wondering what you thought of Drake Maye's performance tonight. Looked like he had a slower start, but finished very well.
Yeah, I mean, again, we got to take care of the football. I thought he came through when we needed him. The tip pass is something that, was unfortunate. That turned into an interception. But the throw to Hunter, I thought, when we needed him, was elite.
Coach, talk about Zach Kerr. Obviously, defense plays unbelievable tonight, but he stepped in this season with everything that happened with Coach T. He's done a remarkable job.
He really has.
Talk about his the game he called tonight on defense.
Well, I would tell you that this means a lot to him. These players mean a lot to him. I think that they want to do well for Zach and for the entire staff. They put a lot into it, and I'm proud of Zach for not only the performance, calling the game, but the preparation and what goes into it. And he's earned every bit of recognition that he's getting and should get. And again, it takes everybody. There's great communication from upstairs, getting it to the players, and they certainly respond. And all the credit has to go to them. But Zach was able to change up some calls there at the end, and I felt like that mixed the pressure in because that's what we felt like we needed.
Hey, Mike, congrats on the win. On third down, you guys were 1 of 10 defensively, 1 of 3 on fourth down. Was that a specific point of emphasis during the week, and how much momentum did you guys take from those stops in those situations?
A lot, and I think they probably got tired of hearing me talk about them being fourth in the league and in third down and what they were able to do as an offense, and so to be able to do that. But you have to be able to create some longer yardage situations, and we were able to do that. So that was, real positive. I think being able to get drives stopped, certainly this, the Chargers want to possess the football. They want to wear you down, and I don't think we ever let them do that.
Chris Ryan on the left.
Mike, was there a particular aspect of their defense's performance which you thought was the most significant? Was it stopping the run, how you're able to pursue Herbert? What stood out the most, and do you think kind of sent them in the wrong direction?
Well, I think the stop early helped, the fourth down stop really set the tone. But, being able to stop the run, if you look at the runs that they handed off to the running back, that's kind of, I think, where things started. You're going to look at the rushing yards and whatever it was, but those are, quarterback scrambles on passes. So our ability to stop the run and force second and third and long situations, I think, really helped us. And, those are only good if you can take advantage of them. We caused some turnovers. We hit the quarterback, and, one time it bounces into the running back's hands, and he's taken off running, and Harold runs and makes a great effort play, and that's going to go for 12 yards and started as a strip sack, and then next time that very easily could be our football. So just the effort, and everybody played and everybody contributed. There's so many guys. I mean, guys went down, other guys went in there and stepped up, and we play a lot of guys on defense, and I think that they all appreciate that, and I think they all have roles, and that's fun to see everybody contribute.
Hi, Mike.
Hey, Soph.
Congrats on the win. I was just curious about the run game tonight and what you saw from Ramondre, Travion, and Drake as well, specifically with him on that, I think it was a 30, I can't remember the exact number, but that big scramble.
It was long enough. I thought that it was good enough. I did. I thought that it was good enough. I thought we were close on a few. And, anytime that you can finish the ball, finish the game running the football against the Chargers and a defense like that, I think it's very positive. So certainly we weren't one-dimensional. We were able to run the football. We were able to get some yards on first down. I thought the backs ran hard. I thought they did a great job of taking care of the football. And, Drake, obviously, if he gets the looks that are advantageous, he can take off and run. And just like he did last week, he did the same thing this week.
Locker room's open. 2 final questions. Andrew Callahan and Yofi Chen.
And Mike, the way the game declared, when did you feel like you got a handle on it?
Probably, I think after, Drake's pass, after the completion to Hunter and being up, putting us up a couple scores, and I thought that was a critical sequence. I thought it was a great drive. We were into drives. We talked all week about fighting to get the first down, and then we stalled. And so it was like, okay, you guys, we're getting the first down. Now we have to fight to finish the drive and do that. And that drive we certainly did.
Hey, Mike, other than the defense, it certainly feels like your special team to give you, at least to keep you in the game for a pretty long period of time. How do you feel about their performance today?
I thought it was solid. We didn't have a lot of opportunities. Thought Marcus handled the punts extremely well. I thought the decision to get let the ball bounce and get a touchback, those are big decisions that we trust Marcus in to come up and catch the punts, and the way that we covered kickoffs, and I thought it was a very clean game from our special teams perspective. So they set the table for everything that we do offensively and defensively. Appreciate you guys.